Of what? The
The
19th?
ninth,
This is the 19th.
was
The 19th of October.
the 19th of October.
And there was a lot of discussion, there was, I mean, a lot of discussion, there was a lot, actually, within the town limits, we had 12, we had 12 people that were against it, and 6 that were for it. And, I've talked to everybody in the state about this. There's a vote going on in Moab tonight about it. Basically, the word on the street that I get is that this is a Salt Lake City ordinance, and people would like, I said, if we're all against discrimination, and I'm the first one to say it, and I don't think anybody here wants to discriminate. And so, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's up to the board. If you guys want to bring it up for the agenda, we can vote on it, but as far as I'm concerned, we can put this off until a future date.
It has no effect on us whatsoever, that I can see.
It's a statement,
It can't be
Curtis.
enforced
It's
at
a
all.
statement is what it is.
All it is a statement, it doesn't,
Well, then what's wrong with that? If you don't, could you explain why
the
you?
less paperwork I have, the better I like it,
What
so.
does that have to do with your paperwork?
Well, you've gotta keep, if you vote on it, you gotta have an ordinance for it.
Can I ask?
Not really. We're kind of discussing this
Okay,
So-
so what is it? If you're asking if they
We
want
should wait.
to wait on it?
right now. Yeah, and this can be brought up again. We've had our public meeting, and
The vast
you know
majority,
the-
there is a lot of support.
there is a lot of support, and there's also a lot of non-support. But
What's
like I
the-
said,
what's
this
the-
can be brought up again.
And we can write
If
it
you
all.
wanna, consult your books, 2 members of the board can bring it up and put it on the board or on the agenda for a vote, or I can do it. So, and
Okay,
my
so the-
suggestion is that
okay,
we
the
just
suggestion
set
is-
this aside for right now.
Set- To set it aside until a later date?
Well, like I said, if you guys wanna put it up for a vote, that's up to you. I'll leave that up to you.
Let's put it up. You gotta have so many employees before you can, this even comes into effect, and that's how many, 10 or 15 or something like that, 15 employees?
And we do have an employer in town that has 50,
Yes.
so. I mean, there's a lot to be said for it, and, as far as things like that. Go ahead.
I tried to get on the agenda, and sorry, I didn't realize that the meeting had been changed, so I was too late. But pertaining to this, I do have numerous signatures. Could have gotten more if I would have known that the meeting was going to be here, or was going to be earlier. The signatures are stating that we as a community welcome every law-abiding citizen to our community, and that we feel that this document is more a Salt Lake City document, and that it's just too much paperwork for a town such as Torrey to abide by, but that we do welcome everyone. In about 45 minutes this evening, I got 24 signatures. 19 of those are Torrey residents, and they're just saying that this is a Salt Lake document. We welcome everyone, and that the document actually excludes some people. For instance, we had a friend from California that was down hunting. The meeting, the public meeting that we had, went home from the meeting, and he said, well, does that mean I can be included in one of these documents that says you'll welcome Californians who are here hunting? Because I'm discriminated against.
That's ridiculous,
Well,
Tanita.
okay,
It's-
okay.
It's really no more
I appreciate
ridiculous
that, I
than the
appreciate
other
your
one.
input, but we're gonna go ahead and put this aside and kinda move on with our
Okay, let me
agenda.
just make sure I have this correct. That you asked the council if they would like to table it and bring it up later. Is that correct?
So it's their option. If they wanna put it up for a vote, they can put it on the
And you
agenda.
asked if you wanted to come for a vote at this point?
Yeah, but
It'll be
as
on
far-
the agenda though, if it's gonna come up for a vote,
Right.
so that.
Right, tonight, we're not voting on
Okay.
anything, cause it's not on the agenda.
Not-
Basically, we're just giving a report on what's happening, what did happen with it, and, we can just. give
One
them-
little bit of input on that, when I talked to those 24 different people, none of them knew, well, I'll say one had read it but did not understand it. The rest, it was overkill. It was too much for them to comprehend. They didn't understand.
Did you give them copies of the resolution? Did you?
Yes, I took that
You
resolution.
took the whole thing?
Mhm.
Okay, moving along. Eldon Reed, we already did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got that covered. Everybody got any questions on that?
No.
Okay. I think we're to the end of the meeting.
Community and citizens concerns, input.
Basically, I guess, you know, we kinda got a short period of time. If you guys wanna make comments, you're welcome to. Go ahead.
I wanted to make a comment about the ordinance,
Okay.
the discrimination ordinance. That is a great idea, but it needs to be written for Torrey Town. It was way too overkill. I read it and, yeah, it needs to be
Well,
narrowed down
I mean,
to
there's
our
a lot
community.
to be said for it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, and it is important. I mean, we've got, you know, there are some loopholes that actually state, I mean, that doesn't